I wanted to share this with you guys. I don't know how many of you muffin heads are regulars here, okay? Or have come to my stream. I'm sure it's not a lot of you. I'm sure a lot of you guys. Oh, thank you, Sweet Ghostling, for gifting 5 tier 1 subs. I appreciate that. And thank you, Tiny Demon Dragon, by the way, for gifting 20 last stream. Thank you. I just want to say this to you guys, okay? So I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story about today. So I feel a little awkward. I just want to predisposition what I'm about to say with I'm trying not to come across in a braggadocious way, because I feel like at the end of the day, when we do things that are nice for other people, I feel like to a certain degree, those things shouldn't be done with a sort of like oh, look at me, look how good I am, because it's not about that, and it's not about doing things for other people for, recognition or anything like that. It's about doing things for other people because that's the right thing to do. So I just want to clarify that I want to sort of give you guys something where you guys can sort of feel good, I guess, about yourselves in a way. Okay, so I'll tell you the story. I just want to preface like that to say I'm not trying to brag in any way. So I'm going to tell you guys a story, okay, because I think it's important for you guys to know the impact that you guys have on other people's lives, okay? So today I went to a restaurant, okay, and it's a restaurant I regularly go there, called McAllister's. It's one of my favorite restaurants. They have good food. Hashtag not sponsored. Yet. McAllister, sponsor me, please. Please. Anyway, free food for life. I'd love it. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, I eat there a lot. Anyway, so I went there today, and here's something interesting. I go there so much, the same one, that I've come to recognize the people who work there, okay? And whenever one isn't there, I'll notice it. And there was one person in particular that I hadn't seen there in a while, like months. And I thought she had just retired or quit, or not retired, but quit and maybe left to work somewhere else, whatever. But I noticed that she had not been there in a long time. And I was like, okay, well, today I saw her. And I saw her and I was like, oh, you're back. I haven't seen you in so long. And this was when I first walked in. I said hi. I said, hi, how are you doing? She said, I'm doing good. Hi. And she went behind the counter and she took our order. And I was like, oh, thank you. So and I chatted her up a little bit, talked to her. Anyway, I was there with my dad, by the way. We were both chilling there. And I said, hey, hi, I just want to say thank you for, or I didn't say that. I just want to say, hey, haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing good, blah, blah, blah. Well, anyway, so she took our order. We went outside. And by the way, I brought Rat with me to McAllister's. Okay, so I brought Rat there. Oh, she's looking at me. She's tired. She's looking so grouchy. I'm going to take a picture of her. Hold on one second. She's looking at me like, man, I'm sleepy. She's giving me the please go to bed look. Oh, she's literally falling asleep right there. You can lay down and go to bed. Anyway, so here's the thing. I brought Rat there. You can check my Twitter if you want to see a picture of her. But anyway, here's the thing. This woman comes out, right? And she was limping. And my dad and I, we made a comment on it because we've seen her, again, hadn't seen her for 4 months. We were like, oh, what happened? We see that you're limping. And she said to us, she tells us a story about how she goes, yes, I fell and broke my hip. And keep in mind, she's an older gal. She's like probably in her 50s or something like that. But she tells us a story about how she broke her hip and got evicted from her apartment, okay? Or her house. She got evicted and she lost a ton of stuff in her house. When her landlords kicked her out, I guess she didn't get a lot of her stuff and they discarded a lot of it. And this was like right as the COVID stuff was starting. And I felt so bad for her. And keep in mind, she's not telling us this story expecting anything. She's just sharing it with us because we asked about her limp. Anyway, long story short, as we're sitting there listening to her tell this story, we asked her, hope that she recovers, and she's telling us how she was going to physical therapy, but that it was too expensive, blah, blah, blah. And that she's moved in with some friends and she's got bills and things like that. And so she's back and working. And here's something interesting is when she took our order, they give us the little surveys, right? And she said, oh, by the way, you can fill out this survey to rate our performance. You get a little coupon. And she just mentioned that. And I was like, okay. And they always give the surveys. But this time, I don't know. Anyway, I did fill out the survey. But anyway, so we go and sit down, right? Which every single time we go there, they ask us, hey, by the way, if you can fill out the survey and you can get like $1 off the next time you come. I always fill the surveys out, but I never redeem them. But anyway, she goes and tells us this story. And I felt like I felt like we could, do something nice for her and bless her. So again, I'm not saying this to brag at all, because the only reason I'm able to do this for people is because of you guys and your generosity. So I wanted to say this was an act of kindness that I was able to do today, but it was through you guys. So in other words, it was your guys' act of kindness. But anyway, my dad and I drove up to the bank. I withdrew some cash. I'm not going to say how much, but it was a significant amount of cash, and it would make a positive impact on her life. And then we went back. We went to the dollar store because I got an envelope, and I put a little put a little card, and I put the money in it. And then I went in to the store, and I felt so nervous and so awkward. But I feel when you feel that pressure on your heart to do something nice for someone, when you're able to, you should do it, even if it makes you uncomfortable. And I had to get over my anxiety to do that because it's really nervous. How do you go up to someone who you only know from interactions you see at a restaurant and give them a gift like that? Anyway, I went up to her and I told her what was in the envelope. I said, here you go. Here's what's in the envelope. Because I didn't want her to lose it. I wanted her to make sure she put it in a safe place. So I told her what was in it. And she was literally, her reaction was, I wasn't expecting it. Because she was very I didn't say anything to expect you to do this. She was almost like, why are you doing this? I was just telling you, and you're doing this act of kindness. It was so out of left field for her. Anyway, point is that she then gave me a hug, and I do not like hugs. Hugs are very difficult to deal with. It's something I'm trying to get over, because I feel like I like hugs. I like getting hugs, but I also don't like it, right? I'm kind of a little bit of a germaphobe. But she gave me a hug. She said thank you. And I hope it can have a positive impact on her life. But that's not the point. I'm not saying that for any other reason than I want you guys to know that you guys, through me, have had a positive impact in someone else's life. And I really wrestled with telling you guys this or not, because this is not me praising myself, and I don't want you guys to praise me, or don't say anything about me being awesome or anything like that, because it's not about that. Okay, it's about you guys, and this is not something special or unique that I did. This is something that you guys can do every single day. And you don't have to give people money. You don't have to give people, it's not about giving people money. It's not about doing things for others. It's you can do something great every day just by being there for somebody, being kind to someone else, being awesome to someone else. And I was wrestling with whether to tweet this out, right? But I think telling you guys kind of on the stream, I think is fine. And I don't want anyone to be all oh, bad, he's so great, or anything like that, because that's not the point, okay? That's not the point. Right? The point is to just, I wanted to share this just to get some recognition that every single one of you guys, just when you support people, you are not just supporting that person, you're supporting their ability to support others. Anyway, and I wanted to give you guys a thumbs up, and I wanted to say thank you to you guys, because I feel like whenever I'm generous to others or whenever I can sort of lend people a hand, the only reason I'm able to do that is because you guys in turn support me and you guys lift me up, right? And so when you guys lift me up, it allows me to help others. So I didn't do anything, okay? I was just the vehicle. It was you guys. You guys today helped this woman out. You guys were generous to her, okay? I was just the vehicle. You guys were the ones who helped her out. So hats off to you guys. You guys are awesome. So you guys get the pat on the back, okay? All right. So anyway, I just wanted to say that again. I don't want to do, I felt like that was something that I could share. Again, for the most part, I really am uncomfortable talking about stuff like this because I feel like too many people do things and, do things for the recognition, I guess. I don't think there's necessarily anything bad about doing things that are right and, people sort of giving you a pat on the back. But I think it's important that that's not why we do things. We do the right things because they're right, not because of what we get out of it. Anyway, I don't know. I don't want to spend the whole stream talking about that, but just something for you guys to keep in mind. And I just wanted to say thank you guys. Thank you for supporting me so that I can support other people. Okay. And just a big thank you from me to you. I really appreciate it. And thank you guys for being so generous and so awesome. You've changed my life and hopefully I can, keep changing other people's lives in turn. So thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Anyway, all right. So there we go. I just wanted to get that away. I don't know. You see what I'm getting at, right? How difficult it is to talk about this. It's difficult to say, but I felt like it was important to share that with you because what the muffin happened to this house? Where'd all this water come from? Okay, I'll address this in a second. But I felt like it was important to say that because I wanted to let you guys know that you guys are doing something nice for other people. So anyway, again, I would appreciate it just for the record that just necessarily for you guys, don't go making a big deal out of that. Okay. I'm not even meaning, just like I really do appreciate kind words, but I don't want it to be about how great I am because I'm not great. You guys can do and have a positive impact on the people in your life. And I guess just try and work towards doing that. Okay. And just keep in mind, nobody's perfect. So, you don't have to be a good muffin 100% of the time. It's just, there are times where you can be. So, hi, Callahan.
Buddy left your channel.
Callahan just joined and then he left. All right. I need to figure out what puns did in my house.